This should be played at high volume.
This is the podcast of beats, and their whole team is complete. They feet in the streets, other people can't compete. Shit, you got Carlo, got Kenny, got Baba, got Uncle. You cannot forget Malik, and you got Ski. Yeah, the whole roster elite. They bringing the heat every week.
Showtime. Welcome to the same combo with your same host, Kenny, Carlil, and Bomba.
What up, gang? What up?
And this is the sports segment, man. And we appreciate everybody joining in on live, coming and watching the show. Feel free to make stuff at home. React to anything we say on here, anything wild, anything you agree with, anything you disagree with, right there in that chat box, and we will respond to you. But like I said, we're here to have a conversation, y'all. So just come conversate with us. Today we're talking sports, and I was gonna bring something up. I was gonna talk about a specific sports team and their success after acquiring a certain person, kind of working how I had kind of predicted. I don't want to jinx it, especially after they just got their ass bust. So I'm like, I don't want to talk about it now. So we're gonna keep it pushing. Carlil, we're gonna start with the NFL. There's been a lot of trades going. I don't want to get into this. It's been way too many trades. So let's talk about. Carlil, I know you're going to bring this up, so I'm just going to come at you first. How do you feel about the Steelers picking up DK Metcalf?
When I tell you, it is going to be so much fun, not only having one crash out, but two. And the other crash out, 6'4", 250, run faster than a cheat. Come on, man. It's exciting. It's exciting having DK Metcalf on the team. We definitely needed another weapon because our only downfield threat was George Pickens. I mean, nobody really was checking for any of our other wide receivers. So I'm glad we for the signing of DK Metcalf. A lot of other questionable things has been happening that's made me upset with the Steelers, but we talking about DK. I'm happy about Donkey Kong Metcalf and joining the fray.
Okay. How you feel about Justin Fields, though?
Justin, on behalf of the Steelers fandom, I want to apologize that we couldn't make it work for you. I am terribly sad because I think Justin Fields is lined up for having a big year. And it looks like he went with the money. He went with the money that New York Jets. I don't know what the Steelers offered him because Steelers, they were trying to make Justin Fields a priority, but I'm assuming that what they were trying to pay him wasn't what the New York Jets was trying to pay him. So, it just didn't fall in our favor. Very upset for losing Justin Fields, but I do still have hope for the team. Hopefully we can just choose one of those washed quarterbacks and they can get us over the hump.
Bomba, who's your team in the league right now?
The Ravens.
Oh, man. How do you feel about, everybody thought, Lamar was going to get a weapon at wide receiver this offseason, and it doesn't seem like that's happening.
I mean, free agency just started. So
I know, but like a lot of the big names like DK Metcalf are off the board already. What's the look on? I haven't seen any Raven moves.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I think that everybody looking at the Raven team that we had last year, we felt like they underperformed for what they had. So running it with the same team wouldn't hurt. However, we just, like you said, there's still time.
Yeah,
I'm about to say because they got weapons. They was just too inconsistent at the end of the season.
Mark Andrews, that you're talking about? Let's put a name on it.
I'm not putting a name.
Say his name.
I'm not going to say Mark because it wasn't just Mark, okay? But
everybody, man,
the whole team. You feel me? Like it was just they and even Lamar said himself included. He held himself accountable in that last game.
He better,
huh?
I said he better.
I was about to say they overall as a team they did not get it done. So, but like I said, they are a good team. They have the weapons. They just got to get over those mental mistakes.
Okay. I haven't kept up with all of the trades, like I said, but the Bears been making OD, not trades, but the Bears been getting OD acquisitions on defense, O line. We got Bears. They say, yeah, we got that coach out of here. We
So
about to do some upgrades.
my question for you, Kenny, with the upgrades that you're seeing, like if Caleb Williams plays, because I will say a lot of shit that happened to Caleb Williams last year and his productivity was because of his team and the offensive line and him not being able to have time in the pocket. Like it's the NFL, so it's a different speed, but he was given virtually no time each time. So with all these upgrades, how does it make you feel that your team is starting to look a little more solid? And do you think that they have a shot to make a? I'm not going to give them a playoff run, but have a shot to compete as a wild card.
We still have pieces missing. Like, and honestly, even though I would say we improved, I got to see it first. Like,
For sure.
it's like
Are you hopeful?
it's hard being hopeful with the Bears. I will tell you this. It's
Bad
hard being
news
hopeful.
Bears.
It's bad news Bears for real. Like ever since we couldn't beat the Colts in the Super Bowl and the Green Bay been smacking us around for years, it's like, what do we have to look for? It's been a very long time since the Bears had their glory days, and it's been painful. It's been and we just had the worst coach in NFL history last season. Like it hurts being a Bears fan. It hurts getting your hopes up, but we will see. I will say there's a little bit of light at the end of this tunnel. That's what I will say.
For sure. For sure.
All right, but let's get into the main topic of the night. Going to that basketball association. Like I told y'all, I had something queued up, but I was like, nah, I don't want to jinx it. I don't even want to talk about it. So we ain't gonna talk about it. But we're gonna play a little game called this or that. You could get with this or you could get with that. You could get with this or you could get with that. You could get with this because this was anyway. We are doing a Jayson Tatum this or that.
Ah,
This game gonna be 2 minutes.
Shout out to
that
LMA.
to everything that you said. That.
Everything that.
All right, so
I hope you got a good list because this nigga's not lasting. I promise you.
it's a good list. I make sure it was like at least a little comparable. You know?
His first one gonna be Jayson Tatum or Austin Reeves. That's how he gonna
Nah,
play
that's not how this is going, partner.
I still pick
How this is
AR-15.
going, partner. All right, so the first one up, we got Jayson Tatum or Paul Pierce.
Now that's cheating. That there is what they
That's
call
actually ass.
If you had to start a franchise, build around a player, uh, depend on a player to take the last shot, lead your team to victory. Both of them have won one championship for their franchise. Jayson Tatum arguably has more weapons on his team.
I'm gonna say Jayson Tatum. And because right now in my head I can't really base it on talent, so I'm gonna just go specifics. And with that, I mean Jayson Tatum as a baby got to the Eastern Conference Finals. You feel me? So, and this is before they, got a piece like Drew Holiday, Kristaps. Like they were a good Celtics team, but they were still getting their experience and stuff like that. But I wouldn't. Paul Pierce, I wouldn't think he would have been able to do that young. So I'm gonna give it to Jayson Tatum.
I mean, Paul Pierce, you're thinking about it. Here's somebody that even LeBron didn't want to see on the court. We know how it goes, man. I think I'm gonna have to go with Paul Pierce,
Y'all
man.
putting Paul Pierce?
I can't wait we picking up the pieces on that one. I can't.
Mamba says Paul Pierce over
Paul
Jayson
Pierce is
Tatum.
nowhere near what Jayson Tatum is doing right now.
He said LeBron didn't want to see him. We picking up the pieces on that one.
Don't pick up those pieces because I don't believe that. You know.
Okay, so wait. So Bomb, you saying Paul Pierce over Jayson Tatum?
No, he picked Jayson.
Jayson Tatum.
Oh, you picked Jason?
Yeah, Jayson Tatum.
You also picked Jayson Tatum?
Yeah, Jayson.
Hell yeah, it's not even.
Y'all are putting Jayson Tatum over a Hall of Famer already?
Yes.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer. What does the Hall of Famer accomplish?
John Stockton's a Hall of Famer. Who you picking, Jayson Tatum or John Stockton? Let's not. Kenny, don't ask dumb questions, bro. Come, keep it pushing, bro. Keep it pushing.
I gotta ask. All right,
You see what he just tried to do, bro?
I gotta ask. You know, it's gonna be some old head in the comments like these boys don't know ball. They young.
We're
That
down with
boy-
the 90s. We don't listen to them,
there's
Kenny.
a reason that boy Paul Pierce is called the truth.
I'm fucking dead.
You know what's
The
gonna
truth shit
happen.
himself and needed a wheelchair. He should have lied.
Next, please, next, please, next.
Okay, Jason.
He should have lied though. He should.
Ah!
He should.
Jason Tatum
He should.
or Paul George. We're going prime for prime here.
Prime for prime.
Prime for
I'm
prime.
going Paul George. Jason Tatum's gone. Jason Tatum's gone, bro. I'm going Paul George.
They both have given LeBron problems. Well,
Both
not
have given
problems, but they
LeBron
both,
problems,
both
but
have taken his team the distance.
That Indiana.
I was about to say,
Indiana Paul George is a
Indiana Paul
different
George,
breed.
is that
PG-24?
PG-24 was different, boy, and that's when
Before
niggas
he broke
thought,
his leg?
and that's when niggas thought Danny Granger was the leader of the team. He was like, nah.
You remember Paul George and D Rose were like the last bit of like YouTube mixtape that we used to watch. Because Paul George would dunk on anybody.
Facts. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to PG.
One of the nastiest posters on Birdman.
Crazy.
So what's the answers? What y'all going? Carlos is
PG.
Paul George.
PG.
Paul George all around?
PG.
Okay. Paul George all around. All right. Jayson Tatum or that boy Melo. Hezzy Melo, friendly fellow. Favorite color is yellow.
What are we even doing now? Carmelo
LaMelo Ball?
Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony over Jayson Tatum?
Carmelo Anthony, bro. Carmelo Anthony was a dog. This man put up a 60 point with no other stats.
Give him all of Jayson Tatum's Celtics team. See what happens.
Facts.
So you're saying it's Melo's team's fault for not
Hell yeah, big
his
time.
teammates' fault. Even though he had J.R. Smith, Allen Iverson,
Understandable.
Ron Shumpert.
Understandable. Yeah.
When did he team up? When did he team up with Allen Iverson at?
I was about to say
On the Nuggets.
But at what point of Allen Iverson's career?
He was a little old,
Oh,
he was
okay.
still getting buckets though.
yes, he was little and old. he was little and old.
Okay. He had Nene, Dog,
Next. Next. He's trolling.
J.R. Smith was in his prime,
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay, all right. So Melo over Jayson Tatum, but what about Melo's accolades? He don't got nothing. He don't even have a rookie of the year. Nothing.
Okay.
He has some scoring titles, but
which is arguable.
y'all still going Melo, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for
Let's
sure.
move on. Let's move on. Jayson Tatum or that Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What is this?
What are we doing?
Who y'all picking?
Giannis!
League MVP or Finals MVP? Oh, Giannis also has a Finals MVP.
We're not eating that chicken dinner. Give me that guy.
Wait, Jayson Tatum won MVP?
Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP, didn't he?
Yeah, Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP.
Dang.
Jayson Tatum ain't got shit.
Jayson Tatum doesn't have anything.
Yeah, nah. Give me Giannis. Give me the one with both MVPs and a championship, and he can honestly say he led that by himself.
And the new what's the new thing we got? In season tournament championship. Too?
Yeah, and he got it in season.
Okay.
And I'm more dominant than you.
Wait.
So I'm saying, remember, you have to build a franchise around.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, Giannis Antetokounmpo easily.
All right.
Jayson Tatum wasn't even the best player on the championship team. Like, what are we talking about?
He didn't win that MVP. I can't argue with that. You really can't. All right. That boy Jayson Tatum or Anthony Davis.
Okay, now this is a good matchup.
I'm still going with AD. That's not a debate to me. I don't know where you debate. I'm going with AD easy.
If we're talking about primes and who we want to build around, I'll go Anthony Davis as well.
Primes of who you want to build around. Both of y'all are going AD. Like, what's your
Anthony
reasoning? What's your
Davis.
reasoning? One was able to lead his team to a championship.
Because you're talking about so yes, you have to put accolades into this, but your ultimate question was who would we rather build a franchise around in their prime. Anthony Davis in his prime, healthy, is one of the most dominant power forward or centers in the league. He can score from all three levels. If you are an NBA player, they say it's more than three levels, so I'm pretty sure he can score from those levels too. And he can defend 1 through 5. And he's even when he's not healthy, he's a dominant defensive player. So
Defense, he can, like Carlos said, he can guard 1 through 5. Offense, he can stretch the floor. Not many bigs can put be outside, face up, handle the ball, and actually contribute to the offense any way that they want. He's one of those guys, and he's been doing it efficiently. And then if you talk about accolades, what does he have? What does Jayson Tatum have? He got the same shit.
like with Anthony Davis, a lot of parts that I want in a player that will contribute to, affect the team on the court, Anthony Davis has. He has that defense. He has that help defense. He has that scoring. You feel me? So I can't say Jason. I mean, I can. Jayson Tatum can't guard 1 through 5. You feel me? A lot of issues just by adding Anthony Davis. I've solved a lot of my inside scoring, and I've solved a lot of my internal defense and some of my perimeter defense. With Jayson Tatum, you would still have to. You got scoring, but you still need to add pieces to contribute to the rest of the team. You feel
Don't forget what that boy Jayson Tatum was doing to Kevin Durant in that one playoff series. He was
me?
roughing that boy up.
You know what I want you to remember, Kenny?
Which one?
How good this man was at the Pelicans, and we were all raving about it. And then he came to the Warriors as a center and was dominated and kept telling you,
Lakers.
imagine if you put me at 4. So you're asking me here, who would I rather build my team around? If I'm building around Anthony Davis, I believe I put him in the best situation. What he was doing these past few seasons at the center, he kept telling you, put me at 5, see what happens. I believe him. Building around him.
You can put him at 4?
I'll put him at 4. Even if you want to be a point guard, be the point guard. Whatever you want to do. Build around you.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't really have much to argue because at one point I used to think Anthony Davis was better than Tim Duncan
Exactly.
in his
Got it.
prime.
And what's the name? Even though people get you shit for that, you had an argument.
It hurts to see his downfall, but I would agree. It's Anthony Davis. Well, I can't say Anthony Davis he did contribute to that championship run on the Lakers in the bubble.
Big contributor.
Big contributor. Yeah, they're about equal in accolades. So all right, that I want to go back to the whole Jayson Tatum not being the Finals MVP thing. This might be a stretch to make the comparison. Probably shouldn't make this comparison. Probably gonna get cooked for making this comparison, but I'm gonna do it anyway. That boy Andre Iguodala got a Finals MVP before Steph Curry.
He didn't deserve it. He didn't deserve it.
He got it.
He got it, but again,
Somebody felt like he deserved it.
just because he played
Passover.
because he played 2 to 3 good defensive possessions on a nigga that still averaged 36, 10, and 10 on his head. Like, come on, bro. I'm not. I understand what you about to say, but that should have been Steph Curry's first MVP. And
that was
Nah, go ahead, Bamba. I was done.
sorry.
No,
yeah,
you
that
good,
was
you
the
good.
argument when Iguodala won it, because everybody was like, "Yo, he was sharing the floor with LeBron and Steph," and like, let's keep it a book with what they were doing. But with the Celtics, people were like, "Yeah, like you can't really argue it." Like people didn't expect Jaylen Brown to win it, but once he won it, then they're like, "Nah, look at the stats; it makes sense."
Bro, do you remember there were talks of niggas, even though they lost, we should still give it to LeBron. Niggas were actually debating that. You feel me? Because of how good he was during that. Yeah, bro. I'm not. That's not
in every statistical category.
Yeah, that's not a comparable. That's not a comparable. You feel me? Comparison, because what's the name? Jaylen Brown was leading that team and he was fucking balling. As much as I do not like Jaylen Brown, that nigga was hooping.
You remember? We were all talking shit about him. Couldn't go left.
Facts.
He was doing everything.
I won a final MVP, just going right. Told y'all niggas.
All right, this is the last one, and this one's difficult. I will say this one is probably the hardest one. when you really think about it. It's like just I'm just saying. That boy, LMA's man, Jayson Tatum, or Tracy McGrady.
Tracy
Jason Tatum.
McGrady.
Tracy McGrady
I'm
in
gonna
his
go
prime,
I'm gonna go JT.
Mr. 13 points in 7 seconds.
I understand that. It's a hell of a feat. I'm gonna go Jason Tatum.
Is it really that simple, Carlil?
For me, it is because I just believe Jason Tatum had at this point has had an overall better career than Tracy McGrady. Yes, Tracy McGrady was riddled with injuries, but again the question was at their primes. I feel like they're comparable to each other as far as scoring prowess. Um,
Well, one thing that you're forgetting is that there's only few people that Kobe Bryant ever gave credit to. Brandon Roy and Tracy McGrady.
I understand, and Kobe Bryant. You got to understand Kobe Bryant opinion holds a significant weight within the world, the media, sports, things of that nature. But Kobe Bryant can't speak for everybody, you feel me? Like that was just his hardest competition. But just because Kobe Bryant said it doesn't mean I feel like, oh yeah, just because Kobe Bryant said Tracy McGrady is my hardest competition, so I'm gonna put him against, whatever. I'm not. I can't do that. I'm gonna stick to my. I feel like I'm rambling at this point. I'm gonna stick to my pick. I'm picking Jason Tatum over Tracy.
Understood. Understood. I just feel like that scoring on Tracy McGrady is that's a bad man. That is a bad man.
Also, and I would say this going in with my point too. I don't know how many times Tracy McGrady competed in the playoffs and deep in the playoffs. I don't know that off the top of my head, but I know for a fact, even though this last playoff stretch, Jason Tatum shitted the bed, but he was able to get carried by the rest of the team. Jason Tatum can say, I think every year he's been in the NBA, he's been in the playoffs, and he's had a few deep runs, and he has a championship. Can't take that away from him.
Has Tracy McGrady ever had a team as good as Jason Tatum's? I would say no.
So you know what? I'm really struggling because just like Carlos said, I can't remember much of Tracy McGrady. Like I can obviously there's been instances where he's been a leading scorer, so I feel like that's the only thing that shines compared to Jason Tatum. Like whereas your team is so good that you don't necessarily have to show up as a main guy every night. But however, I just can't remember any crazy stat regarding the playoffs or anything like that that really makes Tracy McGrady stand out in my mind like that. I'm really torn, and it's like because I'm lacking in that knowledge.
So you going Jason Tatum?
I, I want to go Tracy McGrady. I'm not gonna lie, but it's mainly because like just the killer scorer that he is. But however, as far as like if I was to compare their playoffs presence, I don't know because I don't remember anything from Tracy McGrady. So I'm just gonna go with Jason Tatum for the just because of that for default because I know more about him.
Oh man.
Yeah,
T-Mac.
don't at me. I just don't remember.
T-Mac. So I just want to make the record clear. Y'all picked Paul George over Jason Tatum, but picked Jason Tatum over Tracy McGrady. So y'all are effectively saying Paul George's prime is
Yeah,
higher than
yep,
Nope,
exactly.
nope, nope.
I'm
I'm
saying it.
effectively saying I don't remember Tracy McGrady's career to have an opinion that favors him. So I'm going with Jason Tatum.
I'm still whatever he was about to say. Paul George over. Yes, yes,
Y'all are also saying Carmelo Anthony over Tracy
of
McGrady.
course. The
Oh
fuck
yeah,
that
yeah,
shouldn't
that
even
one
be
I'm
a that's
saying.
that shouldn't even be a
Even from what I
conversation, dog.
remember,
Ooh.
Carmelo was a crazy ass talent, bro. Don't sleep on him.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
saying I'm not that is there's a conversation to be had. This is the same convo. There's a conversation to be had.
Look, we'll
It's the
pick up
same
the
kind of
pieces on
role.
it.
So y'all are saying Paul George and Melo over Tracy McGrady.
I
Effective.
said Melo for sure. Tracy McGrady, we'll have that conversation another day. Like I already said, picking up the pieces.
Picking up
Because
the pieces.
effectively with this list, the only person y'all put Jason Tatum over was Paul Pierce.
Yep.
Accurate. Accurate.
I'm confident on all my choices.
All right, well, thank y'all for participating and watching and having conversations with us. Shout out to TSC Cove. Keep holding it down on the Twitch chat. He says he's going with Jayson Tatum over. Who was he saying? He's going JT. So yeah, I think he put Jayson Tatum over.
Crazy.
Couldn't have been Anthony Davis or Giannis. He put Jayson Tatum over somebody. He put Jayson Tatum over somebody after Paul Pierce. I'll let y'all know that right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. But appreciate y'all tuning in with us for the sports segment. Let us know how y'all feel about the trades let us know how you feel about the trades in the NFL. Let us know where y'all got Jayson Tatum again as opposed to the rest of the people on this list. Paul George, Melo, Anthony Davis, Giannis, Tracy McGrady. Who would y'all rather start your franchise with considering Jayson Tatum? Like, share, subscribe, turn those notification bells on if you're watching us still on that TikTok live. We've click that button, double tap your screen so we get run them likes up. Donations are nice, gifts are nice. Hey, if you want to donate to us, keep our platform running. We would much appreciate that. Um, put this in all your group chats with your friends. Most importantly, send this to your granny because she likes
I
LMA.
hate him. I
She
hate
likes
him. Why
LMA,
can I
and
not be
Jayson Tatum likes
free?
LMA. And with that,
Why can
we're
I
out of
not be
here.
free? I hate him.
Wait, what do you do? What do you
This
do?
man, 30 seconds before the end, he starts smiling because he's like, okay, Mama about to say something.
Uh, you in the
Wait,
recording, Carlos?